Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well. This is Cynthia Maynard and thank you so much for joining me today. I have a Stampin' Up! And Silhouette Cameo 3 combo today. On my Silhouette, I've been having so much fun with that thing. And it really is a great machine. It's loud, but it's a great machine. So if yours is loud, mine's loud too. I know somebody else said that theirs was loud and they were wondering if something was wrong, but no, it's just loud, but it's worth it. Alright, so what I did was they had a file that makes one of those little bags. Well, let me go ahead and fold it and I'll show you what I mean. It cuts it all out for you and perforates the line. Of course, if you have a die that does this, but the size I made it the same size as an A2 size card. So I'm just going to burnish these. So when it's all folded up and adhered, it's one of these kind of like treat bags, and we're going to work with it from the side. So I have a video posted already with hot cocoa that's more of a rectangular version, and this is sea salt caramel, and it's from Archer Farms, and it's more of a square hot cocoa mix. So I thought this would be a fun little take. It's just that time of year, we're drinking lots of cocoa and tea and coffee, right? So anyway, and sea salt caramel sounded so good, so I went ahead and got that, and this is going to fit perfectly inside of our little treat bag. Okay, so on the file that I have on the Silhouette, I actually blew this up, so this was a lot smaller. It's actually, when it was all said and done, it was really only about that big. So I just took the corner and I went, and it made a nice big one. And when it's all said and done, it's about the size of an A2 size card. So you basically just print that out on some cardstock. Now I will say with the Silhouette that any Stampin' Up! Paper works really well on it. If you get really cheap paper, like for example, I have a lot of leftover Recollections paper from Michael's, which works well for a lot of things, but when I used it on the Silhouette to try out some things, because I didn't want to use my Stampin' Up! Paper to, experiment, it did separate like the layers because the mat was really sticky, whereas the Stampin' Up! Didn't do that. So just FYI there, a little thicker paper, not super thick, but a nice good quality cardstock is what you need. So you get that from Stampin' Up! Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on this piece and this piece, and I'm going to use some tear and tape. Whatever you trust. For my part, I like the tear and tape. You could use Fast Fuse, would work great as well. I get a little nervous with wet glue paper for this sort of thing, so that's not what I'm going to be using, but you can use it if you've tried it and it works well for you. Alright, and I'm just going to burnish that down so it's easier to peel the backing off. Alright, and then we're simply going to close this up. So I'm going to put this one in, oops, before I set it down on my paper. Okay, and all right, excellente. All right, so now you can see we have our little pouch. Okay, so we're going to work from the side. I have cut this beautiful Halloween Specialty Designer Series paper. It's got the one with the houses on one side and the beautiful brick. I love brick on this side, and so I cut that down to 4 by 5 1/4, and it fits perfectly on here just like that. So we're going to go ahead and use our snail. Make sure to get in the corners here. I tend to do that, and then I got little corners flipping up. Okay, whoops. So we are going to line that up. A little preview here. I've got some pumpkin pie. I love that ribbon. I've worked a lot in textiles, and there's something about cheap ribbon that's just annoying. But Stampin' Up! Ribbon is just gorgeous. And this is pumpkin pie, and we're going to be putting that, when it's all said and done, about there. So I just want to keep that in mind as I do my stamping. So I'm going to use the stamp set Halloween Scares. I'm going to use some things from here. I'm going to start with that house. And this could be used for lots of different ways here. I'm a murder mystery writer, so I like rickety houses. I don't like to live in them, but but I like to write about them. All right. A nice solid image. That's all ink there. So, especially since we're putting it on gray background. So with my ribbon as my guide, I'm going to go ahead and put this down about there. And I really want to let it sit there for a minute because I want the ink to transfer really well and have it not be too blotchy. But if it's blotchy in the end, it's okay because it's got, the brick has a distressed look about it. Okay, cool beans. Simply add our fence. All right. And of course we need some bats. Stamp off on the tree. Okay. Little senile moment there. So it gives just a hint of the tree without stamping the tree. Alright. Whoa. Alrighty. Alright. Bats. Where were we? Bats. And just some bats flying around. So we're doing a lot of black. So our pumpkin pie is going to be kind of our pop of color there. And so we just want to kind of put our bats in a few places here. Okay. Heard of a blue moon? Now you're going to see a black moon. Alright. So, pretty simple stamping. I mean, it's kind of an easy, quick, you put some cardstock down, you do some stamping, and we tie a bow. So it's meant to be kind of a quickie sort of gift-giving idea there. Alright, so once we have that in there, I'm going to slide my hot cocoa in because I just want to get a feel for how I need to tie the bow here. Like that. And our tag as well that we're going to hang from there. So we want to, we're just going to go ahead and cut that right off the spool so we don't waste. Just love how it feels. It's so pretty. So tight enough to stay on, but not too tight to pinch in, if you know what I mean. And then we'll just give that a bit of a trim. So cute. Alright, so I'm going to use something that's retired, so if you don't have this, sorry about that, they don't make this anymore, unfortunately. It's Merry Everything and the note tag punch, and I like this set a lot, so I'm going to put the Grateful for You. You could use just something else in its stead, whatever tag you have accessible to you, or you could just punch out a little something, or you don't have to put anything on there at all. It could be cute just like that. But I am going to use this. I know it's retired, and you know, what can I say? They're great products. I don't want to give them up. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our moon away. And grab our pumpkin pie, nice and inked up. You can always do a tester over here. Okay. Cute, I love orange. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and punch that out. Like so. And I'm going to need to attach that, or let's see. I think I'm going to put some glue, a glue dot there on the top, and then I'm going to put a dimensional on the back just to kind of give it some extra security. Okay, so glue dot on the front top, kind of where you'd put a hole punch. And then before we fix that, I'm going to put just one-dimensional, just to be sure, just to keep it from knocking around, and peel that off. So fun. Love paper. Love art. I love life. Okay. Alright, and so we're going to slide that under and get our little glue dots, going to touch that. And then our dimensional will be like that. And then our hot cocoa is in there. Isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. So cute. I love it. Great stamp sets, great paper, great ribbon. Nothing can go wrong with that. Super easy. Buy a pack of cocoa, eat a bunch, drink a bunch yourself, and give one away. Or this is kind of an easy, quick stamping that you can do for a class, give out to students, or bring in for your kids can give to their classmates. Stick in a, make it a Christmas theme, stick it in a stocking, all sorts of things you can do for this. You can even do things on the back as well. You can put, ooh, I had an idea. Since we didn't get any tree action, let's do this. Sorry, this is spur of the moment. You know me. Maybe you don't know me, but if you stick around long enough and subscribe, you'll get to know me. And you'll see that I sometimes change my mind. I get an idea in my head, and I go for it. Of course, I should have taken the cocoa out of there first. There, we got our tree in. Right? Gotta get that tree in all the way. It's too cool of a tree. Alright. That way he's looking, okay, I got some orange on there. We'll cover that with a ribbon. Alright, super cute. Alright guys, if you like that, go ahead and give a thumbs up to support this crazy woman, and go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you are new here. Thank you so much everyone, subscribed and unsubscribed, for spending your time with me today. If you need any products, you can visit me at cynthiamaynard.stampinup.net, and I can get you set up with some of these beautiful products. And they're super easy to use, everything's coordinated for you, and that's great. And then you can have lots of artsy fun with that, and do fun things with it. Go and drop it. Alright guys, thanks so much for spending your time, and you have a great day.